beetle lovers. We're in Cameroon, Ambuehl, in the garden of the Chariot Hotel with Jude Buh, one of the organizers of beetles for us in Europe, one of the serious guys that looked at honestly we get what we order from this African country where there is a lot of interesting species of beetles. Tell me something about your biography, Jude. Are you married? How old are you?
I'm married.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then...
You have children?
Not children yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
But you're working on it?
I'm working on it,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on it. And then...
And you come from Ambuehl originally?
No, originally I'm from the northwest, from Isu.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I came to university after graduating from university.
Yeah.
I decided to stay back here because the climate is so good.
Yes.
To stay back here.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
When did you come here to Ambuehl?
I came to Ambuehl 2008.
8. And how old are you now?
I'm 32.
32 years old. So
Yeah.
that you studied here at the English University in
English
the
University.
French-speaking Cameroon country.
But it's a French-speaking Cameroon, but the university is an Anglo-Saxon university.
Yeah.
Only English.
And what
They
did
don't
you
teach
study
French.
here?
I studied business management.
And how is your business running now?
Now I'm applying all the strategies in my business. That is why it's succeeding like this.
Okay, so that's probably why you are on the forefront of the connections between Cameroonians and Europeans and other countries in the trade with living beetles. Or is living beetles more important than trade with dried specimens?
For the past years, I've been trading more with dead specimens rather than living beetles. Living beetles needs license to export. I usually just send for those who have small orders, those who buy for pet and maybe want to just breed something about 10 pairs and 15 pairs that I can use EMS. But when it comes to big order
Amount,
yeah, I can share with Mr. Celestine. Contact Mr. Celestine. We do the business together.
Yeah. And he has an export license for bigger
he has
amounts.
Everything. He has an export license for everything.
Okay.
Beetles, reptiles, and any other thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how important is beetles for your business or the business of Celestine to send the live animals to Europe, other countries? Is it a big fraction or it's just a small interest in living beetles?
To me, in my way, as I've been doing business for a very long time now, I believe sending dead has been my thing. I've been specializing only in dead specimens, but I'd like to deal with life.
Okay.
Mr. Celestine deals just with life business, live insects, reptiles, beetles, every other thing, but everything has to be live. But me, I mostly deal with dead because I don't have license yet. I'm still working on it. The moment I have my license, I'll be able to deal in any other thing.
So what you have to do for a license?
For the license,
pay a lot, or what?
It's a lot of money to acquire license in Cameroon.
Paying a lot of money.
Yeah, it's paying a lot of
mostly that, and that you know the right person here, and that they are friendly to you, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So how is it organized? Your business? You have your collectors out in the villages here in Ambuehl or all over Cameroon?
I have collectors in villages. I normally just, when I know there are beetles in a particular area, when I do my research and I discover that there's an area where I presume there are beetles in, I pay my transportation, I go there, I go and check if it is positive. I look for 2 or 3 guys and teach them how to collect insects and keep them there. Whenever they collect, they call me on phone. We decide to meet halfway. He comes halfway, I come halfway. At times I can decide for him to reach Boya, and I pay his transport fare, and I buy everything he brings and he goes back. That's how I do.
So how do you check whether the collectors are okay or not? Do you look for environmental things also, habitat, conservation, or what is the criteria for working together with the collectors?
The criteria is I always just teach them how to do it, and I stay there with them. I make sure they do it the way I have asked them to do it. Because if you don't preserve beetles well, you don't treat them well from collecting, after some time, they get rotten. He will lose, you also will lose, because their customers are waiting. So I always make sure they do it exactly how I teach them to do it.
How important is the collecting beetles for the collectors in the villages? Is this an important income for them, or is it just a little nothing plus?
It's an important income for them. It's an important income, especially in this Gouliatou section. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they prefer to collect Gouliatous because it fetches them a lot of money. Just catching the white beetle gives somebody much money just for a day.
Yeah.
Rather than maybe going to hunt for bushmeat and any other thing. Those things are very slow to them. There are some guys who are specialized just to catch insects because that's where they have their living.
We have seen in Nias also that your friends there that are making the deal with you with the big collection, they also have their collectors, mostly boys or young men that can climb up the trees or so. Is this normal?
Yeah. As for the other guy, Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel
catches. He picks them by himself. Okay. Catches them by himself. Yeah. While the other guy, Edwin has guys that he has trained that they catch for him. When they catch, they come and sell to him. That he then contact me now. I sell to him.
So there are a lot of people involved.
It means he has something different that he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
He does something different. Insects now, he's just like a relay business.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But Daniel is his focus. That's exactly what he's doing. Every day, get up in the morning, he goes to the bush to do hunting.
We only see that because he has a big collection of different beetles. There was a study some years ago that said that it's bad for the business in Cameroon to send live beetles because if the Europeans start to breed them, you lose money here because it will give a breakdown in export. What do you think about this study? It was a curious kind of a study because it was more political than scientific.
Yeah, the study was more political than scientific in the sense that no breeding can give the size that natural habitats will give.
That's true, yeah.
So it's not a threat to me.
Yeah.
To me, I don't have any problem. I can send any quantity of live beetles because I know that after breeding, it will never be exactly like what I catch from the wild.
And also, if you have a lot of people in Europe becoming interested in beetles, because there are a lot, so also the business of trade and importing some new beetles from Africa, Cameroon, would probably increase.
Yeah.
Because scene in Europe is now growing. So, but the biggest scene for beetle breeders is in Japan, in Asia. Do you also send to Japan, or is it the important everywhere. Market?
Send to Japan, Taiwan, Korea, Hong Kong, China, then Europe, US, Canada.
Okay.
Yeah, send everywhere.
And do you think that the scene is... How long do you do that already now? For how many
I've been doing that for 6 years now.
6 years. And is it increased the interest, or is it stable now on a...
No, there's an increased interest. The problem now is to get the beetles.
Okay.
Now beetles are scarce.
All right, okay.
It's difficult now to get beetles now.
But did the amount of beetles come down because of collecting, or what do you think?
Yeah. The amount has come down. And the number of catch per year is reducing.
It's reducing?
It's because I always advise catchers not to catch females. Females has no use when it comes to dead business, just when it's a live business. But they kill a lot of females each year.
Yeah.
the point is, if I don't buy, because I don't buy female beetles, female Goliathus, I don't buy. If I don't buy, next person will buy, so they still catch them. That's the problem.
Yeah, so
they are not supposed to catch alive, to kill female.
Yeah.
Female Goliath is not supposed to kill them. They are supposed to allow them to go, so that it can go and reproduce more. But they catch every year more than about 1,000 females, which is not good.
So, but also you have to say that the collecting is in places where it's easy to access the trees where they are catched, and probably there are some other places that are more difficult to reach.
Yeah, there are more places that are more difficult to reach.
Okay.
There are beetles that have never been caught.
Yeah.
Because you cannot reach there. They are far off trees, you cannot reach.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Like Goliathus also.
Goliathus are very far off.
Yeah. So they are caught in the night, you said, huh?
They are caught in the night using pointer lights.
With a light,
pointer light in the night. When there is no moon, that's only when you can catch Goliathus.
When there's no moon.
When there is moon, they just come down and they follow the moon.
They fly away to the moon.
Fly away to the moon.
And they let themselves fall when you point the light at them on the tree.
Point the light, they just fall down.
Okay, so you have to just pick them from the ground.
Pick them from the ground.
How rare is Polyphemus? It is a rare beetle here?
Polyphemus is a bit rare because it just comes out once a year.
Oh, okay.
It's once a year, and it lasts just about a month or two.
Yep.
After that, you can't find Polyphemus anymore.
So it's here especially at the beginning of the rainy season, like now, from end of
beginning
March,
of the rainy season.
April. So
March, April. That's March, April. Then at times when there's luck, May.
Yeah.
You can still have some few Polyphemus around.
And with other of these big rose chafer like Torquata, are they here all year long?
Torquata and Polyphemus. And Torquata, Polyphemus harisi, they start at the same time.
Oh, same time.
While Krasi and Savage, Cherolina Savage, they start a bit earlier.
Okay.
Yes, that's how it is.
So we have also seen Savage on the...
Yes, some Savage. That's full stop.
Yeah, okay. And tell me about habitats. You look at the people now since 6 years. Are the habitats the same than 6 years ago? I only hear from agricultural land that is coming closer and closer to the forest reserves here. And also I heard some chainsaws in Yasoso in the forest when we were collecting the beetles. Is the lodging also going on there?
Just that the habitat of Mesonorina, Torquata, Savage, Polyphemus, harisi, the habitat is not large trees. The trees are not too big.
Mm-hmm.
So they hardly cut them for timber. So no matter how they exploit the forest with timber, the trees are there.
All right.
And if they don't wound the trees so that water can flow out, like 2 months to the season, you will not have any insect on the trees.
So that means that you find the beetles also in agricultural cultivated forests, like we've seen with bananas, yams, cocoa, and all that stuff.
You can find it there.
So it's not that it's a direct concurrence.
It must not be direct far in the forest.
Yeah.
It can still be around. So far there is the water that they can come and land on it.
The sap of the trees coming out. So it was very interesting to be with you here
it was interesting having you around
in Cameroon and to make this short trip to Nyasoso. Also, I thank you so much. It was really a nice adventure. Also for you, you have been there the second time now, huh?
Yeah.
In the village.
Yeah,
so how is it for you to be there?
No, it was good. It was good to see them again after a very long time. It was really good.
So when have you been the last time there?
About 3 years ago.
Okay. And we had a nice ceremony with the chief of the village, with the eldest 2 men. And do you, as a Cameroonian, also receive these kind of ceremonies?
Yeah.
Or do they do that?
They are Nyasoso?
Yeah.
No, they don't do that to normal Cameroonians.
just
because they don't consider me as a tourist. They don't do that to me. They
but
do
just to the foreigners that are the first time there.
Yeah.
And I mean, it would be nice for tourists to go there, but they have to know that they should first ask to visit the community because
and take permission.
And take permission
if there's anything wrong
them.
with you in the village,
Yeah.
they'll be able to rush and do something about it.
It's interesting to see that they knew exactly where we are, even though we didn't see them when we came into
it's a small village and one road.
Yeah.
So when you pass, your color dictates. When you pass, you know that, okay, somebody has passed.
Yeah, that's interesting.
If there was a one passing, nobody would have noticed.
Yeah. And the chief also said he saw even the car.
Yeah, he saw the car.
In
Ambuehl, you were inside.
On the feet out there, yeah.
If you weren't inside that car, they wouldn't have noticed the car.
Yeah, that's right. So I heard before I came here that it's dangerous to coming to Cameroon because it's an unstable situation now in the problem between the English and the French part. What do you feel yourself? Do you feel safe here?
Yeah, I'm safe.
And there's a lot of police controls and also military, and they check your ID every 10 kilometers. That's just normal. It was all the time like this?
No, it was not like that before when there was not this problem.
Okay.
But now the problem now is
it's focused on
everybody. You need to check, make sure you have your ID card.
Yeah.
And if the governor announces that, okay, don't do this, don't do that, you have to just respect it.
All right. It was the case when during the election day, where we wanted to go out, and then you called and said we cannot, we cannot go to the streets.
Interurban. Yes, everything has to be.
Okay.
Just calm.
Did that have a bad impact on your business, on your relationships? With the customers?
No
the
problem.
Political situation now? No.
No problem. The only problem is that the villages where I have the cases from, there was a serious problem there, so they couldn't hunt and catch insects.
Oh, yeah.
So the catches here was really slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only impact.
Okay, thank you, Jude. I was very happy to meet you here, and I wish that you have big success with sustainable trade with living beetles with Europe, and a lot of our beetle lovers contact you on Facebook if they want to know something or come to visit you. Also, I think that you would be a very nice guide for tourists who want to see some places here. Yes, concerned with people. Would you do that also?
I will do that. I will do that.
Because that's nice. Thank you very much. All the best to you.
It was nice having you around. So grateful having you around. So I'm still. If anybody wants to come and visit, it is open. I will still take the person around like I did with you.
Yes.
Yes, I'm here to satisfy everybody.
So, and my tip is, do not stay in Douala, come to Ambuehl.
Buh.
It's much more nicer because of the weather, it's cooler. That's also why you're here, actually, you know. It's cleaner air.
Douala is too
crazy,
so much heat, and everywhere is just crowded and all the land.
Yeah. So even though I have to go now there for the airplane, come to, and it is a nice hotel chariot here, you see it probably in the back, with a swimming pool and all with music. Thank you so much
You're welcome.
for hospitality.